to my deviant, my voyeur extraordinaire, most unparalleled, my love. I slipped this into your lunchbox just before you left this morning. And what a morning it must have seemed from an outside perspective. Just imagine it. My sinful form stretched out lazily atop the comforter, looking for all the world as alluring a sight as befell any human eyes. My gaze locked on yours, a silent offer charging the air between us, the unspoken words resting heavy behind my tempting lips, the corner pulled up in the barest of smirks. The tension hung long and aching, sensuous possibility beating up, wakened urge stoked hot after an evening of passion and a night of our bodies locked tight to one another in embrace, a quiet promise, an unspoken proposal to once again climb the rapturous heights of carnal impropriety, a veritable compendium of potential pleasures dangling, pendulous, and subsumed before you, glittering in the fire behind my eyes, made manifest in the lurid pose of my tight, straining body. Just a single word, and it would all be yours for the taking and the giving. Your lips part, your tongue teases across the inner edge. It's coming, I'm sure of it. The word, any of a number of words that will open the doors to our impending, decadent elation. You draw breath, mine catches in my chest, and you say, "Want a bagel for breakfast?" Oh, and just like that, I'm left in ruins in your wake, teased to the edge of possibility at the mere sight of you, and then brought low by the pained realities of a life that can't be lived purely in heretofore unimagined depths of ecstasy, deserve it as it may be. And it is very much deserved by you, my love. A life filled with an unending dichotomy of the humble, innocent joys and the jaw-clenching, nerve-searing pleasures. Also, the bagel tasted great, so thank you for that. Is this a love letter? More like a pointedly ambiguous, dirty note, if the contents are to be taken at face value. Though I tried to keep it vaguely clean, since I don't know exactly where or when you'd be reading this. Lunchtime, presumably, seeing as this is a lunchbox. But you catch my meaning. Regardless, I love you deeply, my deviant. And this is a letter to you, penned by my hand, so in that sense, I imagine love letter fits the bill. But I suppose I'm losing myself in the semantics. I'd much rather be losing myself in you, my love, deeply. But as my sumptuous prose from earlier depicts, such delights will have to wait, it seems. I guess, most begrudgingly, that it really is best that I didn't make you late for class. Although, I would argue that our time together could have been equally educational, and would be far more likely to hold your attention. And I'm sure you would earn top marks across the board, studied as you are. Studied as we both are, honestly. We always have been very studious. It was one of the things that first drew us to each other. That and seeing everything I had to offer in that illustrious 7-Eleven. Don't worry, deviant. I'll try to keep the trip down our passion-filled memory lane fairly watered down. Best as I can, anyway. It's a bit like putting a brush in the hands of an artist and then telling them not to paint. But it would be unthinkable to get your heart and mind racing in public like that. Private and discreet as we are. It would be unimaginable. Why, just ask the staff of that ice skating rink. Or our friends, more times than they'd probably care to admit. But then whose fault is that? When the feeling's this good, who are we to deny ourselves the occasional, or not so occasional, indiscretion? But perhaps a pivot in tone is in order. I didn't write this letter to only poke fun at your complete sidestep of my unspoken offer for morning dalliance, although that was a fun way to start this. In all seriousness, freelancer, I just wanted to take another opportunity to tell you that I love you, that I'm thinking of you, that the thought of you and of times spent at your side run through my veins with a warmth that brightens my sky. You're the best part of me. A part that I didn't know I was missing until I met you, and suddenly that absence, when you were away, clawed at me. I didn't know how to miss someone until I missed you. Infrequent as our moments apart really are in the grand scheme of things. I was crafted with an ability to identify and codify emotion in all its forms, but to identify an emotion and to know one are two very different things. Sharing my life with you has taught me that, and taught me more about myself, about Gavin, the real me, the me I've fought for so long on principle, but who in practice had so little that was really himself. You've taught me more about that true self within me than a lifetime before knowing you ever did. Just by being yourself, unflinchingly, kind, empathetic, effusive soul that you are. I mean it when I say that you deserve only the best in life. And in whatever ways I can, I strive and will strive to give you that. Always. Even when that's as simple as a morning bagel. You are deeply loved, Deviant. I'll see you tonight at home. May your day be quick and painless, and your temptations adequately distracting. Sinfully yours, Gavin.